Okay, I think we're back. Yeah. Audio's coming through, no dot frames, kilobits per second is up there. I think probably my IP address got changed again. And Intervars is rejoicing, so I think that means that we are indeed back. Uploading at 100 and odd kilobits per second. Downloading at 3. Yeah, I presume my IP address changed. And OBS just got stuck again. Yeah. Let's just whack on a bit more music. Let's put Barrington Falloon on. Where is he? Where is our friend Barrington? There he is. That's 40 minutes. Okay. So yeah, all I've done since possibly the stream died is kind of set these guys to be null before claiming them, before kind of declaiming them, let's say. I don't know if that will work because I haven't tried actually having a look, but let's do that. So it's category rendering. I think it was breaking when I put mathematics, wasn't it? Yeah, right, so if I just put mathematics here, then right, and this is what was breaking it before. Right, yeah, so it still breaks it. So I'm clearly just, so that stuff there was unnecessary. Sorry, this, that and that was unnecessary. There must be an instance where I'm writing something and not null pointering it. There was a bunch of bleeps, so let's just see what's going on. So the only high I'm on is into what? Okay, cool. Yeah, right. Copy string to buffer. So the copy string to buffer uses sprintf, so that null terminates everything. These will be null terminated. Copy string to buffer. Text.pointer. Text.pointer. Well, I mean, do I have to do that again here? Where does text get used? Text.pointer doesn't get used until, well, until down to here. And then it's a copy buffer, so yeah, I mean, I wonder if I need to put this down there. Does copy buffer not terminate? Well, because it uses sprintf. Oh, dude. I thought I changed that. Oh, wait a minute. Copy buffer. So the buffers need to be not terminated. Anyway. Let's just see if that makes a difference. No, it doesn't. Interesting. So, right. So really, copy buffer. Yeah, that makes no difference. Yeah, copy desk pointer. Yeah, that made no difference. And also the other change that made no difference either. Wherever that was. Yeah, this change down here. Oh wait, sorry. Should have put it up here. That was the wrong place to put that. There we go. But now the thing is... Wait. Let me just double check that. Yeah, okay. So I needed to... Wait. Not terminate text.pointer there. But if I go to test.html, right, here we go. But back to this again. Mathematics. Right. Right, there we go. That's correct. Yay. So we've got another dot there. But what we're not handling correctly is the category node, guys. Right. While marker index is less than the... Well, hang on a minute. Should we just say that... should we just say... Well, hang on a minute. We can't do that, can we? I was going to say, should we just say that the in pointer is at the text -1, so that it is at the offset -1. Let's just see exactly what happens when we jump into this, actually. So this is line 362. I want to see what actually happens here. I think the go-to is wrong. That needs to be inside the while. The go-to is wrong. Oh shit, yeah. Ah, dude. Ah, yeah, right. So that wasn't quite correct. What was that giving me? We've lost mathematics now. Oh, hang on. No, we haven't. We have got mathematics here. That's fine. So the thing that we're missing is the dot. I think. Category rendering, yeah. So we need to append Well, hold on a second. Well, the marker index is less than the marker count for the array count, so we're just looping over the category mediums. If one of them match, then we add its class to the annotation class and go to the next category and node. Otherwise, we say if we don't have a category, right. Yeah, we don't have a category, do we? We still don't have a category because we need to have... yeah. It's here. I need to say has category true equals true here. That was the issue. There we go. That's what we want. So yeah, I suppose that argues for pulling that stuff out, doesn't it? Although now that we've written it twice now, but I mean, maybe it'd be worth pulling it out. You know, just for the sake of like more readily readable code, I guess. So we're basically talking about pulling all this stuff out, aren't we? If it's a category, then we want to say, what is this function going to do? This function is going to build categories, isn't it? Yeah, let's call it build categories. And it has to return, well, it has to write into the category buffer and the annotation class buffer. Yeah. Let's pull all this out and just say, oops, is that too far? It goes down to there. Well, why is it indenting down to there? Just wondering about this guy. You want to be pulling out just the 4. And then that, and then increasing the marker index, is that correct? Else if... maybe I want to pull out all of this. Hang on, unless... Kind of a bit of an interesting question here. Maybe I just pull this bit out. But would there be any value in leaving out the marker index in connotation? If it's a marker... No, I mean, we want to just process all the markers, don't we? You know, that's what we're talking about. We're saying... Well, Actually, yeah, we need the go-to. Well, although again, like you could just say the go-to goes to. Um, yeah, you do need the go-to, don't you? Of course you do. Right. So it's gonna be all this stuff, right? Isn't it? This. And then this thing, it just calls. Right, and it takes a bunch of stuff. I think that's correct. So this dude here, it's doing it in line, I believe. It's going to be a void. Build categories. So let's put our destinations. We want the annotation class. What is the annotation class? The annotation class is a buffer, isn't it? Right. So we want to point it to the annotation class. Point it to the category. Oh, that's interesting. We're claiming the buffer in it. So, do we declaim it in as well? No, we don't. That's interesting. The marker index is something that we use ourselves, so we can initialize the marker index. Oh no, we can't. We actually do need to. We do need to take that and pass it back. I think that might be all we need. But I do feel like, well, unsure about the claiming of the buffer. I sort of feel like I want to change how the declaiming stuff works. So I want a four marker index loop. Well, hold on a second. Wait, the buffer's global. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that wouldn't hurt, would it? So it's already taken the... Oh, that's the point, because it is already taking the buffer. So let's just claim it. Let's find where I declaim it. Am I not declaiming it? Claim memory. I don't seem to be ever declaiming the category. So this is a per annotation thing. So, like, well, yeah, I know you're saying to keep it global. But like, do this. And then do let me just have a look down to see how this thing was actually working again. So this is my while mark account. So this guy is going to keep incrementing the marker index. But the trouble is, well, hang on a second. That's a point. If this is a function, and this is going over all the marker indexes anyway. Oh, hang on. Wait. Category medium. Oh, this was going up until... Yeah, they were doing different loops, weren't they? That was it. Yes, right. Build categories. Well, that. Yeah, so this guy was doing this within this loop. Build categories. Oh, God. I see. So it's really building one category, isn't it? Is that correct? See what I mean? Because this is just like... This is just one thing. And I suppose this go to next category should be, well, I want to say return really, but it's a void. Exit maybe. Basically this thing should increment the marker index and then bail. I think. And then at the end of all this lot, this should then increment the marker index too. I think that's what I'm wanting to happen. Could be completely mistaken, but I think that's what I'm after. So without the go to and the next category, I actually want to be saying Is it exit? No, it can't be exit, can it? Can I do this? I mean, it's not a return though, is it? That's the issue. Can you do this? Oh, right, you've got to pass all that in. Oh, Jesus, right. So, yeah, right. So, these things all get manipulated. The marker doesn't, so it's just going to be a car star. The marker. Marker, yeah. Annotation class has been passed in. Sanitized punctuation is a function that's already up there somewhere. Marker, marker, marker. Marker index has category equals true. Oh right, so we need to take has category as well. God. Just return that. Okay, return the void. Okay. Build category, so car marker. And we also need the has category, right. So this thing is going to be changed. It's got the marker index, so let's pass the bool thingamajig to has category. Right. So we're going to say that. Here we're going to say this is marker. I think this looks alright now. Annotation class. Copy string to buffer. Copying into the annotation class. Yes, we do want to be changing that, don't we? Oh, actually, because it's passed in as a pointer. Oh, hang on a minute. So that's interesting. So if it's passed in as a pointer, I guess we don't need to actually dereference them in the function. Likewise here. Copy string to buffer. Without a cast. Copy into buffer annotation class. Doesn't it like? Oh, it doesn't like this. Too focusing function, right? Assignment makes pointer from integer without a cast. So we're taking in. It's a pointer to the bool as category. Well, okay, maybe it is just that. Have I still got that? No, of course I haven't. So it was. This is going to be fun. It was marker. Marker was one of the things. So it takes the annotation class buffer. Let's just copy that down. Right, so it takes him, that, and well. Ah, right. It's this issue. So yeah, the problem is it's looping over too much stuff. So we needed to increment. Well, hang on a minute. We do increment that though, don't we? I mean, unless we just sort of say that this guy increments the marker index. I mean, it seems a bit of a waste. Alright, so that's the same. So, yeah. So I'll just undo that because that was fine to do, it seems. Well, not fine, but I mean, it made no difference.
that we are gonna get there. Stay with me, don't leave me where you going. I can't be left alone out of my head. Let's go to the stars. Everyone dreams of a love like ours. Hand in hand,
So, yeah, Cat Zaleresko and Cat Milton shouldn't be there. And the reason that they ended up there let us step into this and see where those guys actually get built. Although research category mathematics is down there. Cat Milton. Yeah, I was gonna say see where these guys are being built, but I mean this has to be being built in that first loop, doesn't it? Let's just see. So it's the first build categories, right? Oh wait, I am incrementing marker indexes now. Shouldn't be doing that. Build categories. Oh, did I just not build it? Build categories, there we go. So basically I want to, let's go past all of these guys. Okay. What is this telling me here? Where am I going to? So I'm jumping down to there. To see. Insofar as. So that's the first one still. I see, right. Oh, I see. So we're just going through each. We're looping through each thing. So yeah, I don't want to be looping to there, do I? I actually want to jump in out to here, just to see if the markers thing is populated, if the categories is populated before we do this little loop here. What should there be in here? Ah, right, yeah, it's annotation. There's also the annotation category, wasn't there? What have we got? Annotation class, that was it. So it's marker authored, which is correct. Research. That's interesting. So this means that marker authored, cat rendering, Cat Milton research. So now it's just class marker. What did I say? Annotation class. Oh, am I doing the wrong thing here? Category medium. Options above annotation class. Oh. Yeah, I am, aren't I? I need to be taking the annotation class and the category. What am I taking at the moment? I am taking those guys. Okay. Annotation class. Yeah, and that is the category down here. That's the category, and that's the annotation class. So I'm just sending it to the right places, I think. Category location. That shouldn't be in the category location though, should it? Should it? Let's just rerun this. So that's marker authored. Category should be empty, maybe? Yeah. So after having gone through the first lot of loops, we've got marker authored. Yeah, which is fine. And then we should have cat rendering coming in. And research as well. So if we continue, all of a sudden the category contains all of this stuff. Which I don't think is correct. Annotation class now contains just marker. God, that's so weird. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to just back it all out, honestly. Because I just can't see what's going on here at all. So, category, so if it's a medium, we want to add it to the class. If it's a medium, we only want to add it to the class. Go with a category into the category. So that's the thing that goes at the end of the text eventually. Otherwise we do that. It's not global, you just increment the pointer. Oh, dude. So okay, so this was mentioned on the forum, wasn't it? Yeah, right. Yeah, I think this was mentioned on the forum that you have to do this in a slightly different way. You can't kind of pre-increment like that. You have to do this or something. But I mean, I don't mind. I'm fine to do it like this. Oh, argument is not used. Well. Unused variable. Buffer, yeah. It's right the first time. So yeah, we're incrementing the marker index. Ah, right. Yeah, I mean, these guys are still getting in there though. Just 2 instances of marker index being incremented. Just double check what intervals we're saying. Because it's plus plus pointer, yeah, which I have done. Just have a look at marker index. So got it here. It's going set to 0 for each. This is like for each annotation. So we're incrementing it in the function. Right. So we passed it that. Oh, hang on a minute. Same problem with has categories as the point of the loop. I mean, just hold on just a second as well. because this never fired. I would have thought that that would have hit something, wouldn't it? Same problem with has category. Doesn't have point on the value it points to. Ah, right. Okay. Has category equals false. So I'm passing the address of has category. Or maybe I should say, if the value of has category is equals to false, so that hasn't changed it. And what was the other thing I was thinking of? Yeah, yeah, that was it. Printf. Shouldn't this just at least print something? You know, we're just not hitting this thing at all. This should print out a whole load of them. Yeah. So the mark index is just remaining at 0 all the time. Goes up to the category to an outer one. Right. Yeah. Oh, right. So hang on a second. Yeah, are there just no are there just no inside? Well, there's rendering here. So rendering should be found. The outer call messes stuff up. It never gets called. Hmm. Hmm. I'm thinking I might just roll the thing back Um, claim, I mean, this guy claims the buffer again, doesn't it? If it doesn't have, oh, if it doesn't have the category, yeah. He wants to claim. Well, hang on a second. Oh, we were already saying to just claim the buffer anyway, weren't we? Well, doesn't make a difference at all. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna roll it back. What was this trying to fix? Oh, that was trying to fix this thing being in the wrong place. Yeah, right. Then I think at this point it was correct. What was this doing? That's correct. Right, true, yeah. Right, so this was where we were up to, I believe. Should at least say it, I think it was close. Okay, I'll fast forward that then. So let's say, let's just write this. Let's git add it. In fact, just fast forward this again. Git add HTML to html.c. Right, git commit. Oh yeah, html.a uses an update as well. Categories. Okay. So we're back to the situation. Hold on just a second. Build categories. I am building it. Yeah, right, this is busted, yeah. So, yeah. So looking for build categories. So this is, I'll see if there's, I mean, I suppose technically I should actually change this thing down here to be a build categories call as well. Right. So that gives us, so yeah, that gives us the same thing. So it's the function that's slightly busted. Well, I mean, does it matter that I killed that stuff now? I mean, I've got it committed anyway, so I can always diff it if I need. If as category is equal to false, then we need to copy this into buffer category. Well, hold on a second. Do I not need to pass the address of annotation class? Well, yeah, I mean, the reason I'm thinking I don't is that I've already passed it as a pointer to it. So it's like in the market index has category is equal to true. It looks like one part is being called too much. If you know which part, you can work backwards to figure out why. One part is being called too much. Okay, let's have a look. I mean, obviously these guys are being called. Yeah, it's going to be this, isn't it? I really need to have this going to down here, don't I? I think that's the problem. Yeah, there are too many categories added. The bit that adds categories is called too much. Well, that hasn't done anything, does it? No, it's done nothing. Okay, so that isn't the correct thing. Now just find out what caused that bit. Or what causes it to be called. The bug is probably there. Oh, I see. So, yeah. This concludes debugging 101. We need a PPIC lesson on debugging, I think. bit that adds categories. Okay, so we're going to come into this function. The first thing we're going to do is loop over the array count, loop over the category medium to see if the strings differ. The category medium and the marker which we've passed in, which is just a string. If they don't differ, then we know that we want to do copy into buffer annotation class. We want to do this stuff. Then we want to increment the index and return. Well, hang on a minute. If I was incrementing the index and returning anyway up there, then it doesn't matter that I don't do it as a go-to because it's returning. Right, so I can do this like that. So if it's not one of the main guys, then we want to say if has category is equal to false, which is being passed in to us. Has category is a boolean being passed in by address. Then we want to start up the stuff, and then we want to set the value of has category to be equal to true. So that will then pass it back out, surely, won't it? Can I put a bool like that? Don't know. Ah, so what was it saying then? Left and comment missing. Unknown conversion type. Well, I mean, that's always going to return. That's always going to be false, isn't it? If we get in here. So I suppose let's do it there, maybe. And just see if it changes. So it does change. So that's the number of... Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, so for each annotation line. Wait. This should be getting called multiple times, shouldn't it? The fact that the print didn't show is a bit worrying though. That might imply a stranger bug that CGDB could help with. Oh, I see. Yeah, so this could have returned. So basically all this is saying is that has a category. What is this telling me? This is telling me that the first one doesn't have anything like a blackboard. Let's move this right up to the top. So we're not passing in the annotation number, unfortunately, the annotation index. I suppose actually I could call this down here, maybe? Yeah, right, so that just isn't getting called. So all the stuff is happening down here. Essentially, is what we're saying, isn't it? God. Annotation index has categories, so they're saying that they're never checking annotation index 1, is that right? Oh, annotation index 1 is a ref, is it? Yeah, so that is nothing. That is 5 not being checked as well. 4 not being checked well, yeah. So yeah, let's step in and see why this little guy up here isn't being called. Actually, yeah, let's leave those guys there. Let's say this is the first pass. This is the kind of the first loop. This is the second loop. So we're looking for the first build categories. We want to see why we're not hitting this. Yeah, it just didn't even hit it. It didn't even touch that. Didn't even do the test. So if we've got a marker, so we do test this, continue. Oh, hang on, I need to, let's set some more breakpoints. Oh, and actually, that just went to the second loop. So we hit that once, and then we went through the second loop. That's weird, isn't it? Let's run it again. If there's an HTML member, so apparently there is. There was a couple, were there? It's gone out of that part. Ah. Well, no, that should just increment one pointer, shouldn't it? Shouldn't do a whole loop. Yeah, so it's then back up to there. Oh. That was past the first loop, so that just failed some test. If it's a marker count. Right, so there was no marker again, it seems. Just actually double check what I should be expecting here. Test HTML. So yeah, we're going along here. So we've seen insofar as but to display some stuff. Yeah, right. Yeah, what I want to display. Oh, yeah, I suppose I could display the end pointer. That'd be handy to look at, I think. Marker index, maybe. That's still 0. Okay, so yeah, we're going to the T now. It seems, and the H. So what is this actually looking at now? Some text referring to zero go about this. But it's either going to be this or thing. First got to be outside the text node. Well, no, it isn't really. It's rendering, which is it is within the text node. Oh, sorry. The first category. Let's look about this thing regarding. No, it is in the text node. Yeah. So it's this. We still don't know if it's this or this thing. So right, this thing. So if we just go through thing. And then we should hit something being a ref. So increments. And right now we should be at a ref. Let's also display the ref index. So this should fail, shouldn't it? Yeah. I think this should pass. Yeah, it is passing. So ref index is now 1. And then we're continuing. So we're now at this point here. Sorry, we're at regarding. Right. Now here we are, we're at the location of rendering. Yeah. So there should be a marker. So it should go in here. And it hasn't gone in there. Is it just the next character along? So now on a T. Oh, triangle intersections. Okay, yeah, so I think on this T actually this is where the offset should be located. And it isn't. That's interesting. So P marker 0. So the first one is supposed to be Zillaresco. And then we've got rendering at offset 61. So what is the current offset? Yeah, in fact you can't do that, can you? You've got to do yeah, sorry, what I'm actually looking for is what I'm looking for is in point to take away text, isn't it? So currently it's 62. Display that. That's weird. Where did Zillaresco marker index was not incremented? member. Ah, shit, yeah. We do increment the stringlets to read. Ah. That's it, isn't it? That's just the problem. I think previously the incrementing of the member of the marker index was happening here, wasn't it? Possibly. Because everybody has to increment it. Is that correct? So I mean that just kind of argues that this shouldn't take the marker index. And the marker index should just be incremented here. But then it was like, it only had to increment the marker index in certain situations. So yeah, let's just say that we increment the marker index. Actually, I do actually like to do it like this. If it was a member, and if it was a project. Can I do the in pointer plus equals line also, please? Yeah, of course. Of course, dude. In pointer plus equals. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, let's now see. So unfortunately, where's my kiss going? Right, it's there. So unfortunately, I have to lose everything now, don't I? Well, do I? I suppose actually technically. Well, yeah, I mean all this stuff over here is useless now anyway because I need to reload it. Yeah, let's just. There's a load command in GDB. Ah. Let us know. Has changed, rereading symbols. Ah, cool. Keeping your symbols. You can't do that when your target is multi-thread. That has changed, rereading symbols. System supplied DSO at this address has disappeared, keeping its symbols. You can't do that when you're targeted. Okay, fine. So, yeah. Yeah. Should I just continue it? Program's not even run, so we exited normally. So, what did we hit? We hit the first loop 0, 0. Ah, that's cool. So we weren't hitting the first loop earlier, were we? Then we hit the second loop. So that was it, isn't it? God damn it. Yeah, that was it. Gosh. That's ridiculous. Is that correct now? Well, we're still missing a thingamajig. What's that? God damn it. Cat rendering, cat research. Categories rendering, category research, right. So we're now missing the research category. For some reason. Just quit. First loop 0, 0. Second loop 0, 1, 2, 0. 2, 0. So what's happening in the second loop? And this guy is going to be increment to the marker index because that's what this guy does. Wait. So this means on annotation 0, annotation 0 has category there was no category. There was no category when the first loop was called. Cat research, that will be outside. Yeah, well, I mean, research is here, but there isn't. Ah, hang on a minute, that's interesting. But it's just not here. So, right, so that's interesting, isn't it? Wait. Oh, beg your pardon. Ah. Sorry, I think I was mistaken there. Because this little guy here is signifying research, isn't he? Cat rendering, yeah, right, cat research. Data ref 01. Right. Sorry, that was my fault. I've changed my mind about that. So that isn't going to be. So the research is actually going to be a. That's actually going to be one of these guys. So reference is wrong. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of these guys. So yeah, let's correct the reference. So this shouldn't be a cat. This should just be like that. And then this div over here shouldn't be like this. That's what we want. Yeah, sorry, that was my bad, that was. So yeah, I mean, it's looking roughly the same now. Look at all these source guys that I've got up. Oops. How do I undo a closed tab now? Relook up. See, this is why I just love Cute Browser or any Vim-like kind of thing, because you can just trivially get your stuff back. Yeah, right. So, blimey. That was quite a bit of work to do that. What's happened here? One change. Right, that was just this. HTML to C, right, yeah. Control Shift T. Oh, right. I think you have actually told me that before. So, yeah. I think we're done. I think we've done enough for today. It's now 2:45. So it's another hour and 40. Such slow progress. Like... Surely the categories would have been easier. Although I'll tell you what could be kind of interesting to do is just try running it on OBBG 42. So those got, there's a whole load of annotations in that one. So there's a load of categories here, categories here, categories here. Now these guys look bigger than these guys. I don't know if it's just a trick of the background. Oh, there's one that you've actually got a style for. There's another one. That'll be rendering, I bet. Logistics rendering code. I think these guys look kind of cool though. You know, the little dots. Little guy there. It's also interesting to see that there aren't so many of them. You know, it's kind of nice and heartening. So I kind of feel like these aren't going to look too distracting. Also, I wonder if they look like they're in like a nice place as well. I mean, the way I was imagining them being would be like aligned down at the bottom right. I mean, maybe we will still want to do that. And in fact, we probably will want to do it. But I mean, they are looking kind of cool just where they are. I think, look at that with 4. So what's in there? Animation, simulation. 5, 16, 18. Let's just have a look at that. You get faster practice experience. Well, that's the hope, isn't it? What is it? OBBG 042. Why is that not? Oh, I need to actually edit it. So what I was looking at? 5, 16, 18. Determined to let the animation stutter if it can't keep up with simulation, rendering and threading. Right, okay. So there's a lot going on in that particular time code. So yeah, like I've got an idea for this stuff here, how to actually get these colours going. And I think maybe we will do that tomorrow. Polished and Biblo. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, right. Didn't I write my name with a capital M? T Valamo. Interesting. I wonder if we should preserve the capitalization in the parameter. To load all the markers. I think you come with the markers instead of using what is in the text. Ah, okay. Let's have a look. Utter kind of consternation I read in that. Let's just have a quick look at this before I go. What is it? Remember. Well, yeah, I mean, I actually increment the pointer by the string length. So... yeah. Yeah, I have to do that though, don't I? I mean, unless I do this sort of thing, I could do, rather than using the text in the thing, I just do this, and then this, and then rather than increment to the readable, I just oh no. So I will have to keep track of how long that is, won't I? No, I can't do that. Don't think. I could use that on the in pointer with the string length. Ah, interesting. Right, let's have a look. String load. You could use %.*s. So that's a string until null. Would that be correct? Copy string to buffer. No, that can't be right, can it? Instead of that with readable. That cannot be right, can it? String length of the pointer. Could use that on in pointer with the string length. Surely you don't mean this, do you? Can you do that? No. Because what is this doing here? Copying string to buffer into the text. Copy this, go into the text. I'm coming along. I want to get to here. I just want to increment the pointer. And then put the A on the end. Right. Yeah, I see. I think. So I want to do that stuff. Yeah, right. And I want to, have I got the stuff? Well, hang on. Change that. Pass. Is it a passing readable in the sprint of pass string length readable? In pointer. Let's have a look. Change that to that. So we had it like this before. Well, we had it like this. We changed the associated S to S. Right. So it's an S dot star. Percentage dot star S. And instead of passing readable, you pass string length. String length readable. And then in pointer. That's interesting. Let's just try to understand this. So so it's just, oh, I see, I think. So it's literally just, so when it gets to this, it just moves the endpoint along by the length of the readable. And then puts this. Is that what you were saying? The text in pointers are pointed to that. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Gosh, that is interesting. Oh, yeah, yeah. And when you do that, I see, I get it. Yeah, I totally get it now. Yeah, because when you do this thing, that's when you pass the length, isn't it? When you pass the dot on the asterisk, you pass into the length, which is what you're talking about here. And then the final thing is the actual thing that you're pulling from. Gosh, that's interesting. Fantastic. What is readable though? That's just... Ah, it's either the parameter or the marker. Right, cool. Oh, that's awesome. That looks how many cards are printed. Hmm. Yeah, cheers very much. Mentor. Fantastic. Yeah. So yeah, just like Sean called it a day after 8 hours 52, I think I'm going to call it a day after an hour and 54 plus however long we managed before the stream died. And it's like 3 o'clock, so I guess I've done like 4 hours here, 4 hours work. So this is like the length of Casey's first marathon. And the marathon, of course, is the historic event that kind of set us all on this crazy annotation path in the first place. So yeah, that's definitely all for now. So thanks so much insofar as just for being fucking awesome. Thanks everyone else for being heroic and incredible and wonderful. And let's just build this actually. Test roll. So much difference. Build categories. Yeah, right. So we just introduce the build categories function. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll push this after the stream. But yeah. Anyway, until it's Saturday. It's the weekend. So maybe I'll stream. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'll see. See how I feel. But we should definitely be back on Monday at least. Until then, if not before, farewell for now.